But I've got a new nickname. I've never had a nickname before. I've been called things, but that's different. My nickname is the Cake Pigeon. Because whenever I walk past a cake shop, whenever I press myself up against a cake shop, I go, ooh. But because I sometimes talk about cakes and puddings on stage, occasionally people will bring cakes and puddings to gigs for me, which might sound like a nice thing, but it can be a little bit weird. Because it is still essentially cake from a stranger. A man came out to me a gig in London and he said, got you some cake? And I thought, oh no. And he handed me a carrier bag with a slice of unwrapped cake in the bottom. It's already wrong, that isn't it? But I wanted to be polite, because he'd done it out of sweetness, and I said, that looks lovely, pet, thank you very much. That looks like carrot cake. Is it carrot cake? And he went, it's passion cake. I think I know cake, and I don't think passion cake exists. I think it's carrot cake plus Rohypnol equals passion cake. I mean, I still ate it. As far as I'm concerned, if you're worried that something's got Rohypnol in, you just eat it at home, don't you? Because then you get a lovely night's sleep as well. And you can't remember, so you don't even feel guilty the next day. I've started buying women's magazines. I bought one recently because on the front cover it said that some female celebrities had put weight on and that they were now curvaceous. And I thought, good, we'll have a look and we'll see just how curvaceous they are. And I flicked through, and the fattest woman in there, it said that she had ballooned. I repeat, she had ballooned to a size 12. A size 12. I'd give my right arm to be a size 12. My right arm might be a size 12. But there is a new way that you know you've put weight on. I don't think it's commonly known, so I feel like I should sort of spread the word. This happened to me in January, and it is genuinely upsetting. Where my boyfriend lives is a block of flats, and round the back of the block of flats is a car park. In order to get into the car park, you have to go through like a barrier, like an arm that lifts up when it senses a car is near. I mean, I was carrying 2 big bags of shopping, but it still thought I was a Peugeot 206. But I was on holiday with my boyfriend last year, and he lifted me up, like in a romantic fashion, you know, and put me down again, obviously, in a different place. Otherwise, that would just be weird. Like the guess the weight at the lady stall at the fairground. Too much. But when he put me down, because I'd been reading a bit of Jane Austen, I came over all sort of... And I said, was I very heavy? And he's supposed to follow the lead and say something along the lines of, why, you weighed no more than a dried leaf. But he didn't. He went, manageable. What a lovely audience you are. This has been an absolute pleasure. Let me leave you with one final thing. I've been with my boyfriend now for 4 years, and I said to him in January, you know what, I think it's about time we started talking about the future. That's what I expected from him, like an awkward silence. Maybe some footsteps as he walked out of my life. But no, he didn't. He just smiled. Just beamed. Big smile. And I was really touched. And I thought, oh my God, he wants to spend his future with me. And I said, are you sure you're all right talking about the future? And he went, what, like flying cars and that? You've been amazing. I've been Sarah Millican. Thank you very much. Good night.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more? I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.